Hello guys, how's everybody doing? This is Josiah from Each One Teach One. Today I have a very interesting topic to discuss. Actually, I'm going to leave it out to be a conversation. It's pretty much about Africa-Chinese relationship. I know that when people say relationship, it entails a whole lot. It could entail where two people share things and it could be equally shared, or it could be disproportionately shared, and it could be also where nothing is actually being shared, but there's an understanding. Now, as an African person, when I hear people talk about how China is or whatever, I always knew at the back of my head that there's no country in the world that will look out for another country except for theirs. So all interest is what they look out for, and every approach or every manner of interaction is about interest. So these nations look after their interests. And as we well know, Africa has a lot of resources to offer to the world. Not only natural resources, they do have human resources. And these human resources has gone a long way in empowering powerful nations like the UK, US, Australia, Canada, and the rest of them. Now, at this time of the century, it seems like the Chinese are taking advantage of that as well. They have their teeth sunk deep into the African flesh, and it has been a part of their hegemony, which they currently have gained, I believe. And they are throwing their weight around and trying to figure out who is number one between them and the U.S. That's a struggle, apparently. However, I see that the Chinese are more like doing it the way they are doing their transaction with Africans is predatory, and it's been told to Africans many times, and the China will come out and say it's propaganda by the U.S. That's not true. The Western world they have walked that path a long time ago, and they do regret some of it. And you know, it's human nature to be greedy and take advantage of the weak. Yeah, they will always take advantage of the weak, but it's not done the way it used to be done when people were taken away into slavery and used up. It's been done in a very civilized way. It's a new plantation that we have right now. It's done through various kind of workforce and employment that you're involved in. So you work for the man, and it's like modern day plantation. If you're in the corporate world, that's how it works. And the man tells you what to do, and you do what you're told to do. If you don't do it, you get fired. Now, in the U.S., that's the situation. Yes, there's racism, and there's from time to time you have the physical interaction. Also, you have harassment, and sometimes people lose their life over that, and there's some force being used. In Chinese situation, they are being very, very sneaky about what they're doing. They go to Africans who are quite ignorant, and they give them this predatory loans, which they know they're not going to be able to pay back. And these stupid presidents or ministers or political cadres in Africa, they take this loan thinking that they have opportunity because they have the colonial mentality that everything that from outside is good for them. Well, I got news for y'all. There's nothing good that's gonna come from outside. What the Chinese are doing is they have pretty much run down their land, okay? And their population is blowjoning. And what they're trying to do is to find another place, okay? And the next best thing is Africa, okay? So what they're trying to do is kill off all the trees and take our land. Don't you know that the land is a connection that we have with nature itself? When you take a man's land, you take their blessings as well. Now, you kill off all these trees in Africa that's 1,000 years old. Do you know what you're doing by doing that? You're destroying the whole canopy that protects the land. And those trees, they are lives. They are interconnected. Once you kill one, you kill the rest. So now the leaders are inviting them Chinese to come in. I understand if they want to come in and do their trading and be fair about it. But not the way they're doing it right now. At this time, I got a couple of points against them. First, the issue of the coronavirus, they hid it from the world. They held it back for 6 weeks before they tell anybody anything. Today is a pandemic, and it started from Wuhan, China. And nobody's talking about that. Well, a lot of people are talking about it. What I meant by nobody's talking about it, the Africans are not taking tip to what's going on to realize who they are dealing with. Okay? So they come out nice and gentle. They're not like that. They don't like black people, period. They have a hardcore racism in them. They look down upon anything that's not white. As a matter of fact, they want to be white so bad. That's how their psyche is. So now, looking at that, they look at Africans as fools and people that don't know nothing. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you guys? Okay? So their game plan and strategy in Africa is the same as the West had in the past. The difference is they're trying to make it in such a way that the West won't come at them and attack them ferociously in a sweeping move. They're being legally, what they call, they're being suave about it. Or they're being suave about it. Well, I don't know, French or English. They're being suave about it. They're trying to be nice about it, the way they come out of it, come about it. But there's nothing nice about that. They're roping us into a big old debt that we can't pay back, taking out countries like Zambia and all that, walking their way through Kenya in the east. They're looking at all the strategic countries. They're also working their way in Nigeria to capitalize on that. Djibouti, they have taken all of that. Their seaport, which is strategic. All the moves they are making, okay, is to have a stance against the United States. I'm not happy with that situation right there. United States is a very powerful nation that has contributed so much in the world. And I don't think that Africa should be stupid enough to like align with, I don't know who they're aligning with. They don't understand who they're dealing with, man. The Chinese people almost messed up U.S. economy. Y'all don't know that. Okay, they're buying up all kind of stuff, shipping bad stuff all over the place. In the U.S. today, supply chain is the biggest issue because of what? Them. They send rogue materials here. They send rogue electronics. And there's a development in all kind of technology to stop supply chain. As a matter of fact, I thought hard and fast on the technology on that I have that I'm trying to patent. So the Africans should be very careful how to deal with them Chinese. They are no joke to deal with. Now this message right here, y'all need to listen to it carefully. It's not a joke. These people are not what y'all think. They come as locusts and they eat everything in their track. Now, if y'all are not careful, Africa, they're going to knock y'all all out. They don't want that land without the Africans in it. Point blank. I don't care what anybody says. Without Africa, they cannot challenge the U.S. Then Africa now need to be smart. I like the world the way it is. I don't want no new power to come on the block and start invading people's privacy and doing all sort of nonsense. You see, this is my piece, and I wanted y'all to know it's each one teach one. I don't know a lot, but whatever I do find out or whatever I know, I like to share with y'all. Thank y'all and have a nice day. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. If you already subscribed, share and share and share it. Hit that like button. See you later. Signing off.